exciting day in store for you. We're headed to the Gen Y factory. We're going to take a tour of the facilities. So let's see how this goes. Ought to be a lot of interesting stuff that we can see, and we'll see how they operate. So a lot of you know that I switched from the regular pin box a little while back, and we put on the Gen Y gooseneck box. So far I've been extremely happy with it. I will say that it requires a little more effort to line up, to hook up. But since I got this new camera system from Halo View, it makes a ton of difference. And you know, there's little idiosyncrasies you got to learn about every hitch, I guess. And this one has been no different. The hooking up, like I say, it's been the hardest to overcome, but we've got that down really easy now. Next thing we had was to unhook. When I was trying to lift it off after I released the latch and everything, you raise the camper up off the ball and it kind of wants to hang up a little bit. It looks like it's trying to lift the truck up. So I guess about 3 times ago, we actually figured out the secret to that too. I start lifting the camper up, and I can see it start to engage the truck ball just a little bit. I stop lifting, I go into the truck, I start it up and I put it in neutral, take my foot off the brake, and it kind of finds its center of the hitch thing right there. Put it back into park, emergency brake on at that point. And when I go back out there and I hit the raise button, it comes right off of the hitch without any issue at all. So it took us a little while to figure that one out, but common sense prevailed. So anyway, it's kind of exciting because today we're headed over to the Gen Y factory where it all started. And we're going to take a tour of the facilities. They've invited us over. So looking really forward to doing that. That ought to be a lot of fun. And we ought to learn a whole lot. And we'll see what else they have. And we'll see if they have anything new in store and in mind, where they're going from there, what else. And we'll pose the question to them, you know, about, we've heard about the whole Lippert, you know, not wanting to warranty their frames with a Gen Y hitch, and that if you use the Gen Y hitch, it voids your warranty and all that. So we're going to talk to them straight, and we'll ask them, is there any truth behind these rumors, or is it unfounded, or what? And we'll get their assessment on it. We'll see what it is. I can't imagine anyone not wanting to use this hitch. It's an amazing hitch. I mean, it really is. It's articulated. It's got a suspension on it, so it's actually buffering any of the road bumps and stuff that you get from the truck, transferring it to the camper. It's got a way of buffering that. So, you know, I've seen the videos where Brinkley did, and they say that it's the best thing that they've ever put, the best single item they've ever installed to cut down frame chatter with some engineers that they hired. So hopefully we get some more information on all that, and I'll bring that to you. Hey guys, today we're at the Gen Y facility, and I'm speaking with Angela. She just got married. It was of Linkville.
Yes,
and
yes. Angela Eyring.
So, talking to her about the production and some of the benefits of the Gen Y. So, what were you saying?
Yes, so we actually did third-party testing with Brinkley RV, and with a static pin box, you were getting about 12 millimeters of deflection on your frame. Switching over to a torsion system, the Gen Y pin box brought it down to 3 millimeters.
What?
So it's perfectly normal to see a little bit of movement on your frame. You're taking it down a highway, and some of these highways are really rough.
Most of them.
Yes, most of them, especially over here. So they're trying to take into account that movement. But switching over to a torsion system will definitely help eliminate a lot of it. But you'll naturally see some of that movement in your frame.
So I've got a lot of questions online about, oh, but you went with the Gen Y. and only gooseneck is the only one that Lippert will warrant.
Right.
And I was like, well, I've been watching some videos where you and Brinkley got together, and I know that Lippert is now accepting that. So I'm assuming that that's going to work across the board.
We hope so. We obviously are very close to them here, about half an hour away, and are working with them all the time in the works on getting approval. Hopefully in the near future it is something that happens. Now we have over 18,000 of these pin boxes on the road. We've never had any frame issues, ever. So one, it's not anything that we're concerned about at all, but
Right.
obviously at the end of the day, the customer, you guys are left in the middle of that, so we want to make sure that it is approved. So
Well, and the numbers back it up. So
Exactly.
it's hard to not accept that. I mean,
Right.
you've got hard data in front of you. So.
And with the torsion system, like I was telling you, you're only helping your frame. Adding anything like an airbag, torsion, anything like that, when you add it to your fifth wheel, it's only going to help you.
So this is where all the magic happens. This is where we start.
Yes, so what we do is, this is our Mazak laser. It laser cuts all the pieces for our hitches. We use nitrogen and oxygen that goes into the machine, and then it's fully automated so we can run it 24/7. But it's programmed, like for an example, for the pin box itself, it would laser cut one side, and one sheet can make about 6 plates.
Okay.
Very minimal scrap, everything is recycled after.
There we go.
We run it down the line, and the guys do a tack weld, and it goes through a quality control check for you. Put the stacking receivers together and weld them all together as well as the sheet.
Okay.
And from this point on, it goes to robotic welding. It would look like fully welded.
Gotcha. Beautiful welds. Very nice.
Obviously, when the company started, everything was done manually. 50 hitches a day with the group,
Right.
and the robots are able to do 250 hitches. So a huge difference. For the pin boxes themselves, those are hand welded. That's something that we haven't automated just yet. So
Okay.
we have 6 guys here who are welding all the time. Most of our parts have robotic welding incorporated into the process, except for fifth wheel pin boxes. So you can see this is before they're powder coated.
Right.
After that laser, this is a completely flat sheet. So the laser only cuts out those 2 pieces there. From that point, it goes to our brake press. It's a fully electric brake press, so 110 tons of weight come down. And so when you have a flat sheet, like the wings on the pin box,
Right.
it goes into here and
Into
then
the brake.
he bends it. We have one guy who touches every single pin box, and so do these guys here. So after he bends it, you can see that.
Right.
That right here.
The brake on it, yeah.
The guys are welding all day.
Now, how do they get all the rubber in here? That's got to be a feat in itself.
Yes, we actually, over there, we have a like a nitrogen box, liquid nitrogen. So we put the rubber, they cut it, put it in liquid nitrogen.
Oh, and
then
shrink it.
Yes, and then press it down with 3,000 pounds of pressure.
Right.
So it already shrinks, and then from a full circle, it becomes a half moon shape. They're able to put in 4 pieces in rubber, but within 2 minutes, it expands, and then at that point, you'll need a log splitter to get it.
Right. Gotcha.
They will be able to, I'll be able to show
So
you that.
is that just one piece of rubber, or is it multiple pieces in there? 4 pieces.
4
Okay.
pieces, yeah. And then, so there's an inner bar in the middle, and then 4 pieces in the middle.
Gotcha.
And that's one of the last things that's done, is the rubber before they assemble it, because it still needs to go through coating. We do all of our coating just like a mild envelope.
Oh, okay.
It's actually the founder's brother who does it, but we are moving all our powder coat into our facility here.
All under one roof.
This machine here, a piece like this goes into it.
And this is for the
The torsion
articulation,
arms,
yeah.
all of our torsion products, and then it comes out like that.
Gotcha.
So this one is strictly for all the torsion.
All right.
After the mills, it goes through a quality control check. and from that point on, it goes to coating or heat treatment or whatever.
Okay.
This right here is a twist lathe, and this makes all of our hitch pins. It's very similar to the machine that makes our ball mounts, but smaller scale. You put two spots in like this, and out of it comes a hitch pin.
Got it. Oh, beautiful.
75,000 square foot facility that we just moved into in the last year or so. We have enough room behind us to build on 2 more of these buildings if we have to as we expand, but we're still working on filling this space. Makes the ball mounts, so this is the tube stock.
Ah, yes.
Our manufacturing guys actually programmed this robot right here. They named him Filbert, but out comes the ball mounts right there. That's what they would look like.
Awesome. Tell us how your company is more green. What you do to reduce your carbon footprint.
Yeah, so all of like the lubricant and the oil that we use, everything is reused. So the big containers that we get in them, all of that is reused on the machines. We don't get rid of it after the first time use. And all the steel as well, we recycle.
Now, where does the steel come from? Is it U.S. or
yes.
U.S. steel?
North American steel. See that none of the rubber is packed in just yet.
Right.
So he's prepping everything. We have the rubber cords right here. What he does is he cuts to whatever length it needs to be depending on the capacity. Puts it in the liquid nitrogen and presses it down like I told you, 3,000 pounds of pressure.
Right.
How long is it in there for? A couple minutes. Within a few minutes, he removes it, which you'd be able to see, and packs it in with the inner bar. So 4 quarts, and then within 2 minutes it expands and is ready to ship out.
Such a simple and brilliant design.
And you don't have to maintain it. That's the nice thing
Exactly.
too.
That's, well, I didn't like the goose box because the air bladder and everything, and you're always having to inflate and deflate. And I was like, this is just foolproof. You just put it on and it's done.
Yeah. It has the cone coupler, all stainless steel inner parts. So if you ever need to replace it, we can. Doesn't rust because it does make it so much easier. I mean, you can be up to 1.5 inches all around, so 3 inches overall, and that makes a world of a difference. That's a nice thing, is that we can reach out to our engineers at any point, even if you have recommendations. We can bring that to them at all times, because so many of the changes we've made over the years is because of retail customers reaching out. So after everything's coated and back from manufacturing, it's sent here to the shipping side, and that's where they assemble everything, and then we send it out. As we get orders in, he walks around with the cart and takes the product that he needs by SKU number, and then the shipping guys assemble each one, torque anything down, grease anything down that needs grease, and then ship it out.
And so what is this right here, Angela? This is just for like the stock type thing?
Yes, horse trailers, dump trailers, race car trailers, your standard gooseneck, deck over trailers. That's what this would be with the same torsion system.
And this is just the pen box replacement where it was still use the 5th wheel.
Correct.
All right.
So there's no offices whatsoever, whether you're the owner, any of the executives, marketing, sales, finance, everybody's out. Fully open concept. The only closed off rooms is our huge executive meeting room where we have our weekly meetings, and 2 of the private rooms right there if you need to hold a private meeting. But other than that, we have 2 meeting offices like that are glass and you can hear. And then also all the desks are together, and wants it open concept because they don't want to close themselves off either from the rest of the team.
Right.
And so we can freely come to them at any point. If we need anything, they can come to us. So you don't see that a lot in companies where management is closed off or you can't reach them. You can reach them any time of the day.
Oh, and
golf
you got your
simulator.
Nice. Your own Top Golf.
Yep. I do not use this.
You don't? I would have thought you were up there. You used to use the putting greens, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's it. I did the cornhole. And the gym.
Very nice.
And they have shower, washer, dryer if we need it. And all the rooms in the building are named off of like products we have. So torsion, flex, gym.
Right. Awesome.
Little patio outside, so it's nice. It's open 24/7 to all employees if they need it.
So I'm seeing a fifth wheel out there. You guys don't do installations yourself, do you? You do?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we offer them if customers are stopping by. Yeah, we can definitely do
Very nice.
pretty much any install.
That way there's no guesswork. You guys put it together and
Exactly.
yeah, it's perfect.
Exactly. Especially if people are in the area, and we have dealers everywhere in the country who can do installs as well for customers. So that is a huge
Very nice.
difference.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any new plans for any new products that you can?
We're working on a few things. To be honest, I usually don't find out till right before the release date, but engineering, like I told you, they have a list of projects that we're working on. I do think eventually we've looked into weight distribution, ball mount, for like the OEM ball that we were talking about, things like that, but not releasing anytime soon.
Okay.
So hopefully in the future, and actually on the couplers themselves, on the pin boxes, eventually we do want to add a Bluetooth system into that. So they're designed for that to be added in the future, but again, not anywhere in the near future just yet.
Good. But I love how open, not just the floor plan, but how open you are to even showing the public, you know, your manufacturing process.
Absolutely.
It's, you know, I could understand if you're like, hey, don't show that as proprietary, but you don't hold back on anything. That's really nice. It's like a pride in what you produce and not trying to hide anything.
Absolutely. Yeah,
really
we pride ourselves on USA made. Obviously, like I was telling you, everything manufactured right over there. So everything you see and everything that's done goes through an excessive testing process, and then all manufactured in-house.
Guys, that about wraps up our Gen Y tour, and I hope you enjoyed it. And drop a comment in the comment section and thank Angela for her tour.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Hey guys, I was driving out of the Gen Y facility and I saw Billy out here working, installing the Gen Y pin box on the camper. So I stopped to ask him his opinion, like how much space should I have between the overhang and the top of my bed? And he was telling us like, what'd you say?
A lot of people shoot between 6 to 8 inches is, if we install one, that's what everybody puts on.
Okay.
It's 6 to 8 inches.
So anybody that's wondering how much space you should have, that's coming from the man right there. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That's the first in our new series, Meet the Makers. We'll hopefully have a few more like this coming up, where we take you behind the scenes and let you meet the people who are making all the stuff that we use in this RV lifestyle. So if you have any suggestions for other companies you'd like to see us tour, leave them in the comments section below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you just found our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment and let us know you did, so we can thank you personally. Until next time, stay safe out there. We'll see you next week.